I'm in you. Oh no, the things. We keep changing.
I need to talk about what just went down with Hailey and Justin Bieber, because this birthday situation has the internet absolutely losing it. Hailey just turned 29, and instead of celebrating with her husband, she's having this beautiful intimate dinner in Palm Springs while Justin is at home on a Twitch livestream singing unreleased songs that people are saying are about Selena Gomez.
I'm screaming and I'm dreaming, I'm like you. I can't do this without you. And it hurts so bad when I do without you. Can't you see the pain in my face? Oh baby, what I do without you? And I would just be one man, and what I do without you. I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing best that I can. I swear I'm just a man, doing the best I can. I'm lying on the ground, desperate on the floor. I'm crying out now, the tears they hit the floor.
And before you think I'm exaggerating, wait until you hear what he was actually singing. This is wild, you guys. Let's get into it. So first, let me set the scene for you. November 21st, the day before Hailey's actual birthday, she has this gorgeous pre-birthday celebration hosted by RH in Palm Springs. And when I say gorgeous, I mean it was peak Hailey Bieber aesthetic. Everything was soft, glowy, very road beauty vibes. The whole setup was curated down to the tiniest detail, very clean and minimal, exactly what you'd expect from her brand. Hailey shows up looking absolutely stunning in this elegant outfit. Very sophisticated, very her. She posts photos, she posts videos of herself blowing out candles on this tall pink cake. She's reposting stories from friends who were there. It looked like a beautiful, intimate celebration to close out her 20s. But here's where things get interesting. As soon as these photos and videos started circulating, fans immediately noticed something major.
Justin Bieber stayed home from his wife's early birthday celebration to sing songs on livestream about Selena, allegedly. Let's talk about it. Last night, Hailey Bieber had an early birthday celebration with Rode. However, Justin stayed home to live stream. But listen to the unreleased songs he decided to sing on live stream. I personally think this part's the craziest, so.
Why don't I leave? Why do I stay? Why can't I hold you? How do we go on like this? On the surfing on the big screen, get to loving on like we were 18. And I was loving things on the big screen. And we were taking time, and we were big dreams. I was taking it, and it was how it seems.
People are saying he is singing about when he was with Selena, wanting to be with Hailey. I think what is confusing people is the whole, why am I in this relationship? I wish we were 18. If Justin is talking about himself, then he is singing about Selena. The other side of the story is the songs about Hailey and wanting to be with Hailey when he was with Selena, back when he reconnected with Hailey in 2014 at church, and at the time Hailey was 18. I feel like he knew this was going to stir up stuff.
Justin Bieber was nowhere to be found. Not in a single photo, not in a single video, not even mentioned in any of the posts. And you know how the internet is, you guys. People started going through everything with a fine-tooth comb, and there was zero evidence that Justin was anywhere near that birthday dinner. Now, Hailey shared tons of content from that night. She was reposting from friends. She was clearly active on social media, but Justin, completely absent.
He never gets tired of humiliating his wife. Hailey loves this man too much, because I would have packed my child, my bags of money, and leave. May this type of love never find me. This is what happens when you marry someone that's in love with someone else, but you are too obsessed to see it.
What does the Danish deception lady and Hailey Bieber have in common? They're both with men that are basically scamming them, and they're happily being scammed. And honestly, I'm losing sympathy for them. At this point, I am feeling like she likes to be shamed. She likes it when Justin Bieber treats her poorly, because when he doesn't come to your birthday party, but then he's live on a live stream singing a new song that is basically him saying that he's stuck in a relationship with you. and other people are thinking that it's about him wanting to be with Selena Gomez, who's at this point happily married. Then also we have videotapes of him with his boys having you in the back seat, and then all of them run out and none of them help you get out of the car. I mean, there's just so many things. Like, you're celebrating your birthday, he's not there, and he's on a live stream. Make it make sense.
6 months ago, when Justin told Hailey she'd never be on the cover of Vogue, like, he would have never saw that coming. Like, who says that to their wife?
Naturally, the internet started asking questions. Where was Justin? Why wasn't he at his wife's birthday dinner? And that's when things started getting really messy, because people started connecting dots that painted a pretty uncomfortable picture. Here's what allegedly happened. While Hailey was at her birthday dinner in Palm Springs, Justin was at home doing a Twitch live stream. Now, I've seen people saying this live stream was specifically on the night of November 21st, the same night as Hailey's dinner, but I can't 100% verify that timeline. What I can tell you is that the timing is suspicious enough that people are making that connection, and the content of the live stream is what really has everyone talking. During this live stream, Justin was playing around on the piano and singing unreleased songs, and you guys, the lyrics of these songs are what set the internet on fire. He's singing lines like, "I'm screaming and I'm dreaming of you, I can't do this without you, when it hurts so bad, what I do without you, can't you see the pain in my face, oh baby, what I do without you." Heavy emotional lyrics that sound like they're about longing for someone he can't be with. But it gets worse. People who were watching the live stream closely claim they heard Justin whispering a name, and according to multiple viewers, that name was Selena. Now, whether he actually said her name or people are hearing what they want to hear, I don't know, but the fact that so many people are making that same claim has the internet in absolute chaos. Then there's another unreleased song he sang that has people even more confused. The lyrics go something like, "Why am I in this relationship? I wish we were 18. And this is where people are split, you guys. Some people think he's singing about wanting to go back to when he was 18 and with Selena before everything got complicated. Other people think he's singing about wanting to be with Hailey back when they reconnected in 2014 at church, and Hailey was 18 at the time. But either way you interpret it, the line, "Why am I in this relationship?" is not exactly something you want your husband singing on a public live stream, especially when he's not at your birthday dinner. The optics of this are terrible. Your wife is having an intimate birthday celebration, and you're at home on the internet singing emotional songs about past relationships or feeling trapped. Make it make sense, you guys. Now, before we go further, I need to give you some context because this isn't happening in a vacuum. There have been whispers about trouble in this marriage for a while now. Back in the summer, a Globe magazine report claimed that Hailey had been leaning heavily on her dad during what they called a tough chapter in her marriage. The tabloid suggested that things got especially stressful after they welcomed their son Jack Blues in August of last year. According to unnamed sources in that report, Justin found the transition into fatherhood really frightening and overwhelming. Now, I'm not saying that report is 100% accurate, because tabloids can be hit or miss, but it's been floating around, and people have been keeping it in the back of their minds. There was also that Vogue situation about 6 months ago that people are bringing back up. Allegedly, Justin told Hailey she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Who says that to their wife? You guys. Like, even if you're thinking it, even if you're in an argument, that's such a specific and hurtful thing to say to your partner who works in fashion and beauty. People saw that as a major red flag about how Justin views Hailey and their relationship. So now we're at this birthday situation, and all those past incidents are coming back into the conversation because it's starting to form a pattern in people's minds. The internet is looking at all of this and asking, when does loyalty turn into lack of self-respect? When do you stop making excuses for someone's behavior? Let me show you what people are saying online because the comments are brutal, you guys. One person wrote, "The only reason he's obsessed with Selena is because she doesn't want him anymore. He treated her badly. Without her as a muse, his music sucks." I see why Hailey didn't let him release the song, because it's embarrassing for her. Another person said, "Stop singing about her. You messed it up and lost her. She's happy now. Remember, you replaced her in 2 months. That's harsh, but it's what people are thinking." More comments came flooding in questioning why Hailey stays in this relationship. Someone wrote, "It seems like all Justin does is humiliate her and leave her feeling disrespected." Another person said, "Hailey girl, you have to wake up at this point because clearly this man doesn't love you." One comment that really struck me said, "He never gets tired of humiliating his wife. Hailey loves this man too much because I would have packed my child, my bags, my money, and left." There's this sentiment building that Hailey is too devoted to someone who publicly disrespects her, whether intentionally or not. People are saying things like, this is what happens when you marry someone that's in love with someone else, but you're too obsessed to see it. That's a painful accusation, but when you look at the evidence people are pointing to, you can see why they're drawing those conclusions. Someone even made a comparison that went viral, saying, what does the Anna Delvey lady and Hailey Bieber have in common? They're both with men that are basically scamming them, and they're happily being scammed. And honestly, I'm losing sympathy for them. That's cold, you guys, but it shows how frustrated people are getting watching this situation unfold. Now, let's talk about the actual day of Hailey's birthday, November 22nd. You would think this would be redemption for Justin, right? Like, okay, maybe he missed the pre-birthday dinner for whatever reason, but surely on her actual birthday, he'd post something on Instagram, show some public appreciation for his wife. That's pretty standard relationship behavior, especially when you're celebrities and people are watching. Hailey jumped on her Instagram stories on Saturday, reposting tributes from her best friends. Kylie Jenner posted for her. Lori Harvey posted for her. Her close friends went out of their way to publicly wish her a happy birthday on social media. And you would think if her best friends are doing this, her husband would do the same, right? Wrong. Justin's Instagram page was silent, you guys. No post, no story, nothing. I just know thousands of people were refreshing his page all day, waiting to see if he'd post something, and it was crickets. Complete silence. Now, does that mean they didn't celebrate privately? No, we don't know what happened behind closed doors. Maybe he did something amazing for her in private. Maybe they had a beautiful day together that we didn't see. But in the age of social media, and especially for celebrities who regularly share their lives online, that public silence speaks volumes to people. The issue is that Justin has posted for her birthday in previous years. He's posted romantic tributes, sweet messages, photos of them together. So the fact that this year he posted nothing, combined with the live stream situation, combined with him allegedly not being at her pre-birthday dinner, it creates this narrative that something is seriously wrong. Justin's comment section is currently being flooded with people calling him out. Comments like, I just know he wouldn't be wishing his wife happy birthday. I'm stuck in a relationship that is not you, LOL. Another person wrote, why didn't he post Hailey for her birthday? He needs to divorce if he feels he's in a trap and heal without any women. Just after that, he can choose someone he loves. But Hailey, she's definitely not the love of his life. That last comment hits hard because it's basically saying what a lot of people are thinking, that Justin is with Hailey but not fully present in the relationship emotionally, that he's going through the motions but his heart is somewhere else, whether that's with Selena or just with the version of himself that existed before marriage and fatherhood. One person commented, I don't know why, but I'm willing to bet a divorce is coming. And honestly, based on the energy online right now, a lot of people share that sentiment. They're looking at this situation and seeing a relationship that's struggling under the weight of unresolved feelings and public pressure. Here's what makes this situation so complex, you guys. Hailey and Justin have been through so much publicly. They got married really quickly back in 2018, just a couple months after Justin and Selena's final breakup. That timeline alone created controversy because people felt like Hailey was a rebound or a consolation prize. Then they spent years trying to prove their relationship was real and solid, while the internet constantly compared Hailey to Selena. That's an exhausting position to be in. Hailey has been so vocal about protecting her marriage and defending Justin. She's dealt with death threats from Selena fans. She's dealt with constant scrutiny and criticism. She's built her own brand and identity while being married to one of the biggest pop stars in the world. And through all of that, she's maintained this image of being devoted to Justin and their relationship. But there's this growing perception online that Hailey is always the one putting in the work. She's always the one being supportive. She's always the one showing up. People say she's in her masculine energy all the time, wearing the pants in the relationship, being the responsible one while Justin does whatever he wants. And whether that perception is accurate or not, it's how a lot of people see their dynamic. There's this phrase that keeps coming up in the comments. When does self-respect outweigh loyalty? And I think that's the question on everyone's mind right now. At what point does standing by someone stop being admirable and start being harmful to yourself? At what point do you acknowledge that maybe this isn't the relationship either of you thought it would be? Now, I want to be fair here because we only see what they show us. We don't live in their house. We don't know what conversations they have behind closed doors. We don't know what Justin might be struggling with mentally or emotionally. Becoming a father is a huge adjustment, and maybe he's dealing with things we can't see. Maybe those songs he was singing have nothing to do with Selena or being trapped, and the internet is just creating a narrative that isn't real. But the problem is, when you're a public figure and you do things publicly that look bad, you can't really blame people for drawing conclusions. If Justin didn't want people speculating about those song lyrics, maybe don't sing them on a public live stream. If he didn't want people questioning his devotion to Hailey, maybe show up to her birthday dinner or at least post something on her actual birthday. These are choices he's making, and choices have consequences. There's also the Selena factor that we can't ignore. Selena is now engaged to Benny Blanco. She seems genuinely happy, and she's moved on with her life. But the internet has this long memory when it comes to Justin and Selena's relationship. They were together on and off for years. They had this intense, passionate, very public romance, and a lot of people still view that as Justin's great love. Fair or not, that's the perception. So when Justin sings emotional songs that sound like they're about missing someone, people immediately think about Selena, and when people hear him allegedly whisper her name on a live stream, that just confirms what they already suspected, that maybe he married Hailey but never fully got over Selena. Again, I don't know if that's true. Only Justin knows what's in his heart. But perception becomes reality when you're dealing with public opinion. And right now, the perception is not good for Justin. Let's talk about what might happen next, because people are genuinely concerned about this marriage. Some people think divorce is inevitable. They look at the signs, the distance, the public disrespect, the unresolved feelings, and they see a relationship that's running on empty. Other people think Hailey will stay because she's invested so much into this marriage and she doesn't want to prove the haters right by walking away. There's also the factor of their son, Jack Blues. They just became parents last year, and that changes everything. Would Hailey leave Justin while they have a young baby? Would she want to put their child through a public divorce?
I just know he wouldn't be wishing his wife happy birthday. I'm stuck in a relationship that is not you, lol. Why he didn't post Hailey for her birthday? He needs to divorce if he feels that he's in a trap and heal without any women. Just after that, he can choose someone he loves. But Hailey, she's definitely not the love of his life.
Or would she stay and try to make it work for their family? These are questions only she can answer. What I do know is that the internet is watching closely, you guys. Every move they make, every post or lack of post, every public appearance or absence, it's all being analyzed and discussed. That's the price of fame, but it's also gotta be exhausting. The question I keep coming back to is this: what does Hailey actually want? Not what the internet wants for her, not what her friends think she should do, but what does she want for her life? Is she happy in this marriage? Does she feel loved and appreciated? Does she think this is what she signed up for? Because from the outside looking in, it seems like she's constantly having to defend herself, defend her husband, and defend their relationship while Justin is just doing whatever Justin wants to do. One comment really stuck with me. Someone said, "May this type of love never find me." And honestly, that says it all. This doesn't look like love from the outside. It looks like one person fighting to hold something together while the other person is checked out. Maybe that's not the reality, but that's absolutely the perception. I also think about the fact that Hailey is about to turn 30. This is a milestone birthday, a time when a lot of people evaluate their lives and ask themselves if this is really what they want. Is this the relationship she wants to carry into her 30s? Is this the example she wants to set for their son about what marriage looks like? These are heavy questions. And Justin, for his part, needs to figure out what he actually wants. If he's feeling trapped in his marriage, that's a conversation he needs to have with Hailey privately, not sing about it on Twitch. If he's still hung up on Selena, he needs to work through that with a therapist, not broadcast it to the world. And if he genuinely loves Hailey and wants their marriage to work, he needs to start showing up for her in ways that matter. Missing your wife's birthday dinner to sing sad songs on the internet is not how you save a marriage, you guys. The reality is that relationships are hard, and celebrity relationships are even harder because everything happens under a microscope. But at the end of the day, it comes down to respect, communication, and showing up for each other. And right now, based on what we can see, it doesn't look like those things are happening. And so where does this leave us? Honestly, I think we're watching a marriage in crisis. Whether they can pull through this or not remains to be seen. Maybe they'll surprise everyone and come out stronger. Maybe they'll go to couples therapy and work through whatever is going on. Or maybe quietly and privately, they'll decide that this isn't working and go their separate ways. Only time will tell, you guys. But one thing is certain, the internet will be watching every step of the way. What do you think about all of this? Do you think Justin's song lyrics were about Selena? Do you think Hailey should walk away or stay and fight for her marriage? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you want to stay updated on this situation as it develops, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This story is far from over, and I'll be here breaking down every detail as it unfolds. I'll see you all in the next video.